Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to Affordable Living in St. Augustine. Today we are going to explore a community called San Salito. This community is one you have to look at if you want to be close to St. Augustine Historic District, Villano Beach, all that kind of fun stuff, but you don't want to pay city taxes and you don't want a home that is more expensive than what you could spend for a single family home in the area. This community also doesn't have any CDD fees, and it has what is, in my opinion, a low HOA. So with all that out of the way, let's take a look at San Salito. All right, so this community has two entrances. I just pulled in the main one, and I'm gonna drive you around for a little bit. I'm gonna give you some information, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So straight in front of me, where you're about to see, is the amenity center. The San Salito Amenity Center has a fitness center. It has a zero entry pool, tennis court, pickleball court, all kinds of fun stuff for you and your family. And the community itself is located just outside the city of St. Augustine. Why would you want to be just outside of it, you might ask? Well, because the taxes are lower. So we are technically in an unincorporated St. Johns County. You wouldn't notice any difference while I'm driving around. As you can see, we're clearly not out in the country. We are, right here just outside the city, but your taxes are a little lower. So you can see on the left-hand side of the screen is a home in this community. And then on the right-hand side, you can see what a, for $500,000 house, which by the way, you can get homes in here much less than that, what one of those would run, what your taxes would run for a $500,000 house in this community, as opposed to being in the city of St. Augustine. Now, San Salito has two parts to it. Well, really, it's kind of got three. But one part is the all ages. So anyone can live in the majority of it. There's 371 single-family homes that fit into the all ages category. Then you have what they call the Freedom Homes, which in order to buy one of those, somebody in the household has to be either 55 or older. So let's say in theory you have a married couple, one person's 55 and the other one's, 40 years old, then they could live there as long as they don't have any juvenile children under the age 18 in the house. Now I'm going to talk more about the Freedom Homes when we get there. But right now we're in the all ages section. There's 371 homes in this area. Now, if you're looking at the homes for sale in this community, you might notice a big price jump, even for homes that are the same size. And the reason for that is you have two different lines. Now, all the homes, both sides, were built in this community, were built with D.R. Horton homes. However, the original homes, which are closer to the amenity center, those have tile flooring, granite countertops, stuff like that. Towards the end of the time they were building for the D.R. Horton homes, they were using quartz countertops, wood-looking tile, stuff like that. So those ones do, so that can make a little bit of a price difference, but what makes a bigger price difference is some of the homes are what D.R. Horton called express. Now, this is not in the 55 plus area. This is in the all ages section. And what the express homes were is they were much less expensive. They had 3-tab shingles as opposed to architectural shingles. Why would you care? And I'm talking about the roof. Well, a 3-tab shingle's probably only going to last 10 to 15 years in Florida, where an architectural shingle roof should last like 20 years, give or take. Now, I'm not a roofer. I'm not guaranteeing how long they will last, but that's the give or take. Also, when you go into the Freedom Homes, the Express Homes, they are, Formica countertops as opposed to granite or quartz, less linoleum flooring. It was definitely their economical line. But that's why, let's say you see two 1,600 heated square foot homes, and one of them is priced here, one of them is priced way lower. Well, that's probably why. There could be a few other things, but by and large, that's why. But I have seen realtors who are not familiar with those two lines. Like I had a listing over here in the Freedom Home section, and I'm trying to figure out, why they sold their house. It was not my listing, but it was a comparable that I was looking at to decide what we should price my listing for. And it just sold for way less than all the other ones. When I called the agent, I didn't tell him this, but I kind of gathered from the conversation, he didn't know the difference between the two homes. So it's like, okay, meaning he didn't know the difference between the express homes and the regular ones, so he priced his as an express home even though it wasn't. So anyway, so that does happen sometimes, but by and large, that's the big difference. Now, we're about to go into the Freedom Home section. Oh, if I'm not hitting anything, if there's anything I haven't addressed that you would like to know, throw a comment down below. I try to answer those within 24 hours. Can't always do it. I do have a life and a family. But as best I can, I do answer all of them unless they're just wildly inappropriate, in which case I just delete them. But but throw a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to answer that. Now, we are just about to pull into the Freedom Homes. I mentioned before that San Salito has, the fitness center, the zero entry pool, pickleball, all that kind of fun stuff. The Freedom's Home section, the 55 plus, which you can see on the left here, does have access to those amenities, but then they also have their own amenities too. So I'm going to go driving into their community right now. I'm going to show it to you. It is gated, but I have the key since I do have a listing in this community. By the way, if you look at a link down below, I'm going to have in the description, I'll have a couple links, but one of them will be homes in the other side for sale, and in others will be homes in this side for sale. So take a look and let me know if you have any questions about that, or if you want to see what's available. I don't want to discuss prices and what's available, because by the time you see this video, it could all change. All right, so on the left is the pool. Now, this is just a pool. It's not a fitness center, but this is a pool exclusively, I think it's bocce ball, exclusively for the residents of the Freedom Homes, the 55 plus. They also have a dog park down ahead that I'll show you. But yeah, when you're driving around in the community, you really wouldn't notice much of a difference. There isn't, like I said, there isn't much difference between the two other than the fact that you have to be 55 plus to live over here on this section. And there you go. We are on Palace Drive, which is the main through street. So there's my listing on the right. And yeah, so this is the Freedom Home section. So yeah, and the one thing too I forgot to mention earlier in the video. The nice thing is too, I mentioned how it's just outside the city, but why that benefits you is, like that, say for instance, you want to go to the historic district. Well, you're really, depending on how far you can ride your bike, you're really within bicycle range, in my opinion, of some of the historical areas of St. Augustine, but you're definitely only a 5-6 minute car ride, which is really nice if you want to check out the St. Augustine Night of Lights. Also, if you want to go to Volano Beach, you're probably about 10 minutes away. So this is a great, and I-95 is probably about 10 minutes away from here too, which makes it easy if you want to go to Orlando, trips to Disney World, you want to fly out of Jacksonville International Airport. It's probably about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. And so yeah, I mean, it's just a really great location, which is why our team sells quite a few homes here. So what do you think? Is there anything that I didn't address? Any questions that you still have? Throw a comment down below. Also, if you're looking to make a smooth, that's the dog park right there. If you're looking to make a smooth transition to Northeast Florida, we've put together this relocation guide. And yeah, we're always adding to it, changing it. But if you click on that link and register your information, we would be more than happy to get that emailed out to you. And so there you go. And in the relocation guide is, I've been doing this in this area for over 10 years. And it's all the things that buyers have asked me, sellers, all the things that I've helped people with. So a lot of the questions that people have when they are relocating to Northeast Florida. That's kind of why we do it. So there you have it. Welcome to San Salito. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Any comments, questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. Thank you very much. My name is Andrew Michael. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day.